So the Obama administration has now launched a new campaign to help resell Obamacare to those all-important young adults.
No pre-existing condition could ever make you lose it. So tell a friend or a random guy, I've got a game changer right here that saves lives, so don't stand and diddle. My healthcare's a shizzle. It's chock full of top-notch healthcare provisos. We'll cover all your vizzles, your dizzles, and your tizzles.
They're going to cover all your vizzles and whizzles and dizzles. And it doesn't end there. Celebrities like singer Adam Levine is also joining the Get Covered campaign, using social media to make their appeal. So it's everywhere. They haven't asked Tucker Carlson, though, as far as I know, the editor of the Daily Caller and co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, because he has such a strong connection with the 18 to 30-something-year-olds. Tucker, good morning.
I have some. Thank you, Martha.
You know, I mean, when I first saw this, it's Alpha Cat, this guy, which I learned working on this story. I thought it was a joke against the program.
Well, the whole idea is to make it seem fun and cool to sign up for Obamacare. It's what all the hip kids are doing. Actually, it's the law, and you're going to be punished if you don't. So it really is kind of the velvet hammer. Hey, kids, join. You know, all your friends are doing it. And what they don't say is, if you don't do it, we're going to fine you. Well, the real problem, I don't think it's going to work in the end. You know, kids are being asked to shoulder the bill for older people who are sick. I mean, the point is not to cover young people. It's to have them pay into the system to subsidize other people, and they'll figure that out. But the real story here is the complicity of Hollywood with the Obama administration. These are people who claim to be artists, who are speaking of artists. They're the ones who are going to tell us the truth. And they're just like staffers. They're just water carriers. You know what I mean?
I do.
People who are sucking up to those in authority. Just another politician. And they're doing his bidding. It's really discouraging.
But you're right.
They're
I mean, you know, we see all these tweets coming through. You've got story after story after story. People lost their doctor. You know, people say, you know what, actually now I think the insurance companies are the good guys. I'm so confused. But you're right, because these celebrities, obviously, this is all at an arm's length for them. And it's sort of this notion that, well, it would be nice to cover people who don't have coverage. And I think that may be where their understanding of the whole situation probably ends.
But they're working on behalf of a specific political agenda. And it's not just rappers and actors. It's also Funny or Die.
But it's an agenda that they think is cool, Tucker. I mean, they don't see it that way. They're saying, well, this is the cool side to be on, and with the cool kids.
But since when are comedians supposed to do the bidding of politicians? I mean, Funny or Die is a pretty sophisticated site. You know, Will Ferrell's site, there's some good stuff on there. They're just little servants for those in power. And that's really distressing. You want people who are willing to, you know, say something truly unpopular. And where are those people?
Yeah, very good question. I mean, and you know, the question for the administration is whether or not the investment of this money to do all of this is going to pay off. Because we saw the Harvard study last week, which is really interesting. It shows that so many of the young people that voted for the president now are not interested in this plan.
Well, and it's also, I think it's wrong because it's sneaky, it's stealthy. Rather than just making the case, the White House should just go on television to say, here's what the plan entails, here's why you ought to join. Instead, they're doing it in ways that are not straightforward, enlisting comedians and actors to convince kids to sign up, using Facebook. Facebook announced yesterday they're going to be using the power of their social network to convince people that various parts of the administration's agenda are worthwhile, specifically immigration agenda. They're doing this on a bunch of different fronts, and it's propaganda. It's not straightforward, and it should make us nervous when
you know, it's going to be interesting
that.
if you start to see, you know, any of these people who did this program, right, who came out in favor of it, and then, you know, their mom turns out is not going to be able to keep her doctor. I mean, I wonder if any of them will be strong enough when they start to see some of the impact of this to come out and say, you know what, I was part of that campaign, but I don't like this program anymore.
Yeah, I mean, since when did Hollywood people start acting like Hill staffers? You know what I mean? Little servants. It's really distressing. I think there is going to be a hangover from this. I don't think it's going to be something they're proud of years from now that they did the bidding of Obama. Well,
we're proud that we had you on the show today, Tucker. And we are proud that you'll be on tomorrow morning, and we'll be watching you. See you then, buddy.
I like your question, your query, though. How much does Adam Levine know about Obamacare?
We should send him a quiz.
I smell a Water's World, McCallum.
Yeah, that'd be good, right? We'll get Jesse on the case.
You know, you got the Golden Globes coming up. You got the you got all kinds.
That's a really good idea.